It's past 11 o'clock, people. I'm with Sharkey. Deadline has closed. We're going to be bringing you some updated what we know. Some of these deals may go on because as long as you get your paperwork done before 11 p.m, you can do everything else after that. You can do your medical, etc. So what's in the air at the moment? The Mitrovic one, we'll start there. Now Mitrovic was going to go Anderlecht over in Brussels. Looks like that deal's off because they couldn't sell a player to fund his wages. And it looks like Fulham officials have flown out to him to try and get the deal done. What's your thoughts if he goes to Fulham?
I think it's going to be good for him. You know, that's probably why he's at a Championship striker. We didn't see enough of him last season. He's not really getting games at Newcastle. Very frustrating for him. He had his chance against West Ham. The elbow happened and he was never to be seen again. Again, Anderlecht, I was very surprised because he's from Belgium, isn't he? But I think Fulham overall, yeah, smart move.
No, he came from Anderlecht, didn't he? Right. Dubravka is in. It's a spin-off effect, so we'll talk about two of them. Dubravka's in, and that has allowed Freddie Woodman to head out on loan. Freddie Woodman needs games. We've said that. We cover the under 23s. He needs to go out on loan. The Premier League, the Scottish Premier League isn't quite the Championship or whatever, but it's still first team opportunity in a fairly decent side because Aberdeen are the third best in Scotland, you'll probably say. Dubravka, we don't really know much about, we don't know what kind of keeper he is. We're not going to sit here and we've sat on YouTube and watched them. No, we're not YouTube scouts. We'll tell it like it is. We don't know much about him. Will he compete? You think he will, won't you?
Yeah, I think he's going to be first choice because I don't think Rafa Benitez is going to waste his time signing the goalkeeper for 6 months if he's not going to play. I don't think he fancies Carl Dolan and he doesn't fancy Rob Elliott. He's been mixing around with them all season. He's done the same in the Championship, and I think he likes his foreign goalkeepers, and I think he's probably got his number one target, which was obviously Dubravka, because we've went in a couple of times for Sparta Prague. They've looked for a replacement, so I think he's going to be in for Crystal Palace.
It's interesting that you think he's first choice. I think he won't be. So it's interesting I would say on that one because I think he's just cover allowed for Woodman go out on loan. Of course, we might time permanently. We'll see how it goes. You know, we speculate at the moment. Rolanda Aarons, now we've seen his ex-girlfriend Tatiana kick off on Twitter earlier on today. She wasn't very happy that she had because she's obviously got Lorenzo, the child, together. Well, they're not apart. They're apart, but she's found out on social media she's kicked off. But it's a bit of an odd one. He's went to Serie A, and good luck to him. You know, it's a top league across Europe. It's better than, but he's turned down allegedly. He's turned down Hull, hasn't he? What's your thoughts on Rolanda Aarons going to Hellas Verona?
I can understand, you know, the contacts between Rafa Benitez and obviously the manager over there. They've got a good relationship, but I think Hull was probably his better off destination, playing Championship football, regular game football. Yes, Hull aren't exactly in the best situation, but he's playing the Championship. It's a better competition of football, but yeah, good luck to him where he is.
I think because the Serie A is so slow as well, the build-up, he could potentially rip it up with his pace. I just hope he doesn't get injured, of course. Good luck to Rolando, you know, we'll be keeping an eye on him. And then Henri Savé was seen in pictured with the Sivasspor, sorry, that's easy for me to say. We're seeing him pictured, he's now joined out on loan for the rest of the season. We'll just have to see how he gets on, won't we?
Yeah, he's played a couple of games, you know, he scored against West Ham, but yeah, he was rarely played this season, so I think he needs first team football, that's crucial, and yeah, hopefully we'll see him back in the summer and then we'll just go from there, really. Jamie
Sterry's headed out on loan as well. He's joined Dan Barlaser down in Crewe again. We've said it numerous times at the under 23s. We'll watch them regularly that they need first team football. Good for a minute.
Yeah, he needs to kick on just like you know the other players that you mentioned before that. Yeah, he needs first team football. You know, he's no good just playing in the reserves. He needs to get better. He needs to up his game, and then, you know, like we've done with Adam Armstrong in the past, that's probably what he needs to be doing right now.
Still don't know about Jack Colback. We don't know what's going on there, whether he's had a deal struck. We'll probably find out, because sometimes you find out deals at 2-3 hours later as well. So we'll see on Jack Colback. From what we gather now, no official news that he's left the club, even on a temporary basis. There was rumours that he was going to go to Forest, wasn't there? But we'll see on that one. And finally, Ismail Slimani. I can't even say his name now, I'm not tired. What's your thoughts on... I'm absolutely freezing, yeah. What's your thoughts on Slimani? Is an upgrade on what we've got? Are you disappointed we didn't get Jorgensen?
I'm a bit disappointed that we didn't get anybody better. I mean, you were after Sturridge, you know, it didn't quite work out. You know, Birmingham lad, I can see why he's gone to West Brom. You know, I can't believe we've been outdone by Pardew yet again. Slimani,
Pardewed.
Yeah, Pardew's not for the first time. Yeah, Jorgensen, disappointment. You know, we should have stumped up the other 5 minutes to get him. He scored the night. But yeah, Slimani, it's hard to judge him because, you know, he was meant to be the big upgrade from Sporting Lisbon for Leicester. Never worked out. You got to give the lad a chance to see what he could do.
I think that's important. Yeah, we haven't got with players that we wanted as fans, as Rafa wanted as fans, but I think the players that have come in, you've just got to support them. I mean, I'm disappointed all around. I think it's a joke that the board that we've got. When Newcastle United, we're Premier League side, we've got to rely on other people's players to get out the mill. Sharkey, let's talk about Kennedy. You know, we'll just come off deadline to day, if that makes sense. What's your thoughts on Kennedy? He was great tonight, wasn't he?
Brilliant debut, you know, fantastic. You know, Rafa Benitez had him in a forward-thinking area of the pitch, you know, getting forward, creating problems for Burnley's back four. Again, he couldn't play the whole match because he's not really match fit, but I tell you what, the young lad, he's got real potential, and we all thought, you know, Brazilian, you know, if you're a Brazilian, you've got potential, you know, you've got that skill and trickery, and just keep up the good work and what you're doing, and hopefully you see against Crystal Palace, hopefully see you on the scoreline.
Yeah, I think he could be going to be loved by the fans. You know, we're seeing some under 23s leave as well, so that's good for them. We're not going to name them all because there's several that have headed out on loan. But overall, I think the transfer window, it's been disappointing, but does it surprise you?
No, it doesn't. It's Newcastle United. It's Mike Ashley. Mike Ashley obviously wants to sell the club in the summer, I believe, so he may just want a couple of loan deals to then see what happens at the end of the season. If he wants to keep him on or not, that'll be up to the new owners, potentially, if they come in. But yeah, no surprise, it's Mike Ashley. He's been 10, going on 11 years now, and this is what we've had to deal with fans, unfortunately.
I think obviously the big ones that didn't happen is Jorgensen. When the money was there, you know, we didn't get him over the line. He played for Feyenoord over the weekend. He played the night. Jorgensen, he scored. For some reason, with Tiki Tatton, we can't afford him. Whether that's true or not, or the board is not coughing up.
Well, he wanted to join Newcastle, didn't he? He said.
Well, even Van Bronckhorst said that, didn't he?
Yeah, he said it. And obviously, you know, he wanted to join Newcastle. Obviously, it hasn't worked out, but he said he's going to stay professional and play. And he scored the night. So, you know, you never know if we stay up. We can go back in for him in the summer. But yeah, it's very disappointing. You know, he's had real potential, Danish lad. Yeah, it's just like most windows. Rafa Benitez has not been messed around for the first time, but for the second time, and whatever happens to Rafa Benitez will remain to be seen at the end of the season.
Well, we know that Rafa wanted to do the deals earlier, as he even said out at his press conference.
We should have done early business. Again, it's caught up on we're yet again. You know, we're panic buying, and I think Soleimani is a panic buy in my opinion. Take it how you like it, but it is. It's not
his first choice, is it?
No, definitely not. And it's, you know, this might come bite in the backside come the end of the season.
Well, let's hope it doesn't. You know, because the board have done this before. For me, Daniel Sturridge is the big one. I love Daniel Sturridge. Well, I wouldn't say I love him. I just think he's perfect for the club. I think what I like about him, he's selfish. He thinks of himself, and I don't think that's such a bad thing. I think if he's one-on-one and there's another player square him, he'll shoot. He's that type of player. He's greedy. He'll want that goal. He's a striker. And going to West Brom and turning us down, that for me, that shows you a sorry state that Newcastle United are in, and how players look at the club. We are no longer that big club that players aspire to go. If you're going to go to West Brom for family reasons, I'm not having that, Sharkey.
No, that's it. I mean, no disrespect to West Brom, they don't get the fans that we get. They haven't really got the passion that we have. But it just goes to show that, you know, it's Newcastle's transfer policy. It's not been good since Mike Ashley's been here. Nobody seems to want to play for anymore. It's one comical joke after the other, and that's what we've got to deal with as Newcastle fans. And while he's still here, it's going to remain the same.
Let us know on that. That's our thought. That's the final update. You know, there will be some transfers, possibly as a list we've got down here. There will be some deals potentially still happening. We'll keep you up to date on our Facebook page. Remember, Sharkey's got his own channel. Remember, head over his. He'll be updating you as well. There's loads of videos out tonight as well. There's a review. There's all sorts. There's fan cams. I forgot what there is.
You got Ollie coming as well from Palace.
We've got Palace tomorrow, but there's loads coming up. So thanks for watching. Disappointing night over round. Bye.